All right, hockey fans, welcome into the MasterCard Center for tonight's CWHL broadcast presented by the Toronto Furies. This evening's game pits the Toronto Furies against the visiting Worcester Blades. We should have a great contest here tonight as we get you set for opening puck drop, just a minute away from our pregame ceremonies, as tonight is a You Can Play game, and we'll have Harrison Brown in the house here to drop the puck for the pregame ceremony. An exciting night here at the MasterCard Center as we get you set for opening puck drop. My name's Nico Cardarelli. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, as for the first time ever, we'll be streaming tonight's game not only just through the Furies streaming site, but also through the Maple Leafs app. So thank you to the Toronto Maple Leafs for hosting us on the mobile app. You can check out the action through the Leafs app by going to the My Feed section and scroll down, and you'll see the Toronto Furies link. Click on that, and you'll be tuned in to a great game here tonight between the Worcester Blades and the Toronto Furies. Well, we got the referees out on the ice. The teams are lined up waiting for their cue as we get set for the You Can Play night and the pregame ceremony here at the MasterCard Center.
Please welcome our flag bearers tonight from the West Northumberland Wild.
For the hometown Toronto Furies, we'll have Shay Tiley between the pipes here. She's appeared in 7 games this season for the Furies, a 2-win, 4-loss record on the year. As the Furies take the ice, led by the aforementioned Tiley and their captain, Natalie Spooner. And congratulations to Natalie Spooner for reaching a career milestone, 100 career points. She accomplished that last weekend in the home-and-home series with the Markham Thunder. And important for the Furies, they snapped their losing streak as well, picking up a big overtime win in the second of those 2 games against the Thunder. Well, the Worcester Blades will turn to Jetta Radcliffe between the posts for this game. She's appeared in 4 games this season, mostly in a relief role. Her record on the season is 0 wins, 1 loss, 0 overtime losses, a .523 goals against average, and an .897 save percentage. For Tiley, she's sporting a .333 goals against average and .895 save percentage. Well, we've got the flag bearers at center ice for the pregame ceremonies as we take a moment to acknowledge the incredible efforts of the You Can Play organization.
The Toronto Furies wish to acknowledge our First Nations and Indigenous communities who have been instrumental to building this land. We would like to thank the people of the Mississaugas of the New Credit First Nation, whose land we have the opportunity to play on today. Today, the Toronto Furies celebrate the You Can Play project. Formed in 2012, the goal of You Can Play is to ensure the safety and inclusion of all athletes without regard to sexual orientation or gender identity. The CWHL and the Toronto Furies are proud partners in this initiative, challenging sports culture to focus only on athletes' skills, work ethic, and competitive spirit. Today, we are honored to welcome a trailblazer and pioneer for LGBTQ rights. Recognized in 2016 by the Hockey News as one of hockey's top 100 people of power, he was the first transgender athlete to play professional hockey. He was an NWHL All-Star in 2017, and he helped from the first ever transgender policy in professional sports. Please welcome the Special Ambassador for the National Hockey League's Hockey is for Everyone initiative, Harrison Brown. Joining Harrison at center ice for the ceremonial face-off are Morgan Turner of the Worcester Blades and Jessica Platt of your Toronto Furies.
So a great moment there celebrating the You Can Play project as Harrison Brown drops the puck. And we'll step aside for the playing of the Canadian and the American national anthems. It's the Toronto Furies and the Worcester Blades coming up as you're tuned in on Furies TV. We get the opening puck drop coming up here next. The starting goaltenders, once again, Shea Tiley getting the nod for the Furies. She's picked up 2 wins in 7 appearances this season. The Blades still looking for their first win this season. It's been a tough rebuilding year for the visiting team, as they'll turn to Jetta Ratcliffe between the posts for tonight's action. Great pregame ceremony celebrating the You Can Play project, and thrilled to have Harrison Brown here in the house. As the referees go over to the benches, your coaches for today's game on the Toronto bench: head coach Courtney Kessel, assistants PJ Michael, Peter Ainsworth, and Jim Nyhouse. For the Worcester Blades, head coach Paul Kennedy, goaltending coach Mike Gregerson. Well, the Blades will start with Crossman, Megan Turner, and Morgan Turner, while the Furies put out their top line of Natalie Spooner, Sarah Nurse, and they'll start with Jessica Platt on the left wing. Emma Greco, Renata Fast on the blue line for the Furies. And we're underway here in the first period of play. Toronto takes early possession off the face-off. Fast touches it to Nurse, who gets it over to Spooner. She breaks up the right wing, touched in front. Good deflection there by Nurse over top the net, but good early pace from the Furies. Greco makes a smart play to hold it in at the line. Platt chases it down into the corner. Defended tight, she plays it behind the goal to Spooner. Spooner cycles out near hash mark, centered in front, just off the heel of Nurse's stick, and now it'll be cleared out by the Blades as Crossman flips it up the ice. Megan Turner on the forecheck, can't come up with possession. Good job by Fast to take control. Fast makes the pass to Greco. Greco feeds it ahead, intended for Platt. Bit out of her reach, so she'll peel off for a line change as the Blades take possession. Turner makes the lead pass. Greaves takes it up for the Blades. She drives wide, feeds it in front. No one there in a white jersey to get a stick on it. McNeil plays it back to Channel, one of 5 All-Stars named from the Furies roster, as Channel cycles in the near corner. Under pressure, D'Arcangelo goes in to help out. And now McNeil comes out of the scrum with the puck. McNeil takes it across center ice, brings it into the zone, tries to drive wide, but Harris takes her into the end boards and pins her up there. Channel pinches in from the blue line, tries to take possession in the near corner, taken away by Harris. Over to the far side as the Furies trying to hold the zone, and good job there by Megan Quinn to keep it in, but that'll give both teams a chance to get some changes. Stathopoulos gets a stick on it and puts it in deep for the Blades. Quickly the Furies take possession, led by Megan Quinn. She makes the pass to Channel. Channel just lead the breakout behind her own goal with 2 minutes played here in the first period. 0-0 the score between the Worcester Blades and the Toronto Furies, as the Blades wearing their road whites with some gold and black trim. Toronto wearing their home blues, and they have the puck in the offensive zone. Julie Allen in the far corner tries to shield it from the defensive play. Vela comes in to scoop it up. Vela backhands it back to the line. There's a shot, and they were looking for a deflection in front as it went off the stick of Suzuki. Pinned up along the near boards as Goldberg in there for the Blades. Getting dumped on the play was Sydney Kidd. She's making her CWHL debut of this season. Her 2018-19 season debut, I should say, as she's played 26 career games, scoring 3 goals for the Furies over that time. Kidd receives the pass off the boards. Flips it back to Suzuki. Nurse wants it. They opt to go over to Fedeschi. Back to Suzuki, near side. She banks it off the boards over to Sarah Nurse. Nurse stick handles, tries to wheel her way around. Good job to regain possession. She tries to make the pass. That one's picked off as it was Shannon Stewart trying to get the puck out of the skates. Spooner dumps her player. Stewart comes up with the puck. Nurse cutting to the net. Makes the pass. Great back check that time by Megan Turner to lift the stick of Sarah Nurse and negate a potential scoring chance. Spooner just unable to receive that pass cleanly. The Blades take possession but can't break out of their own zone. Miller, she's getting chased from behind by Spooner, flips it to the far corner. As that's Carrie Atkinson who clears it out to center ice. Megan Turner dumps it in the rest of the way, and that'll give time for Greco to take possession. Greco flips it ahead. Howard receives the pass, quickly taken off her stick as the team's exchanging possession. Renata Fast has it. 4 minutes played here in the first period as it's flipped ahead to Cheyenne Darkangelo. Just offside as Howard was a step ahead of Darkangelo. 0-0 the score here early in the first period of play between the Toronto Furies and the Worcester Blades. Well, Toronto 1 win, 4 losses in their last 5 games played, but they're looking to make it back-to-back wins here after picking up a big overtime win against Markham last weekend. They want to keep the ball rolling in a positive momentum. 5th place currently in the CWHL standings as the Furies need to gain some points here with these games on home ice against the Blades. Puck dumped in. Ratcliffe clears it to the near corner. The Blades promptly flip it out as Greaves tries to get the puck in deep. Quinn first on it for Toronto. She flips it around the far side. Howard touches it through the zone. That's going the length of the ice. No icing indicated, so it'll be picked up here by the Blades as Harris flips it along the near boards. Greaves has it taken away from her. Shot from Channel. Tipped and it goes wide into the far corner. Nice job there by Julie Allen to knock the puck down. It comes out to center ice where Channel takes possession. Melissa Channel brings it in. She's checked into the boards awkwardly. No call. Play continues on as they center it in front, but no one there in a blue jersey to get a stick. The Blades take it to center. Flips in front of the Toronto bench where Vela leaves it for Fedeschi. Fedeschi flips it near side for Platt. Jessica Platt gains center ice and then dumps it in deep. Lively bounce off the end boards. Good poke check by Ratcliffe. Puck cleared to the line but not out. Nice play by Vela to hold it in. She skates in, sauces one into the zone, but Allen unable to corral it for a clean shot. Fedeschi's try from the point went off the stick of Stathopoulos over to the far wall, and now Stathopoulos tries to chase down that loose puck. Fedeschi hustling back into her own zone, takes possession. Nice job there by the rookie, Fedeschi. Her lead pass intended for Platt out of her reach, and that'll be an icing call against the Furies with 14:22 remaining in the first period of play. Well, the Furies have 3 current active point streaks going right now, and 2 of those 3 players are on the ice, in Sarah Nurse and Natalie Spooner. They've each got 4-game point streaks going here. Nurse has put up 6 goals, 3 assists for 9 points over those 4 games, whereas Spooner has scored 3 goals, assisted on 5, and tallied a total of 8 points for the Furies over those 4 games. The one other player with an active point streak tonight coming in, Renata Fast, 2 points over her last 2 games. As that shot from the point kicked aside by Tiley, rebound sitting there dangerously, and they tap it home. Morgan Turner gets her first career CWHL goal on a goal-mouth scramble, and the Blades take a 1-0 lead. Well, bad break there for the Furies. They'd like to have that one back after the blown face-off coverage. Tiley made the initial save, but then the rebound sitting there in the blue paint for far too long. And eventually Morgan Turner, the Chicago native, comes in, taps it in, and scores her first career CWHL goal. Off the face-off, puck flipped into the Blade zone, knocked down by Quinn as Atkinson takes possession. Tripped up there was Crossman. Here go the Furies. Sarah Nurse rips one just over top the goal. Into the far corner, Spooner there on the forecheck, trying to cause a turnover, and she nearly gets it away. The Blades cleared out to center ice as Fast did well to avoid a big hit. Nurse flips it over to the right wing for Spooner, delayed offside, so that'll give the Worcester Blades a chance to clear the zone. Long lead pass intended for Nurse, out of her reach, and that'll be an offside. So Crossman and Megan Turner draw assists on the goal by Morgan Turner. As well have the face-off to the right of Toronto goaltender Shea Tiley. 13:34 remaining here in the first period of play, as Natalie Spooner gets set to take the draw against Demi Crossman. Crossman wins it back to the point. That shot gets blocked by Nurse. Second chance from Kickham. It goes into the near corner where Fast takes possession. Cleared, but essentially a giveaway as there's a backhand shot. Tiley makes a good save. Rebound into the far corner where finally, the Furies can't clear it as Nurse fanned on it. Now Spooner takes possession, spinning away from the forecheck of Greaves. Nice job by Natalie Spooner to get away from Megan Greaves. She's taking it up the right wing. Spooner drives wide, shot, and that one didn't miss by much. Great chance there for Natalie Spooner. Kickham clears it to the far side. Howard coming off the bench makes a good play for the Furies. They hold the zone for the moment, but then Goldberg sees it across the blue line. Here comes Greaves with the puck, potential 2-on-1. She's got Turner heading to the net. Brilliant back check by D'Arcangelo to take the stick away from Turner and negate any chance for the player cutting to the goal. Here's a turnover and a chance for the Furies in transition. McNeil takes the puck. She's got Howard with her, drives wide, but defended well as Miller gets the stick check in to knock the puck away. Howard steps off the half wall, wanted the shot. She's defended tight by Stathopoulos, hammered into the near corner as McNeil holds possession. Plays it behind the goal as Shannon Hickey dumps it back to the near side, and it'll be controlled by the Blades. Miller with the long outlet pass intended for Stathopoulos. She tries to feather that one in front, nothing doing yet. Greaves defended well by D'Arcangelo, and now it's cleared up the ice by the Furies. Not enough for icing, though, with 11:50 remaining in the first. Long stretch pass. Kidd gets a stick on it. Turner brings it across the line. No offside there, as now Megan Turner in the near corner battling for the puck. No relation there between the two Turners, Morgan and Megan, as puck dug out to the blue line. Atkinson holds it for the Blades. Her shot deflected by the stick of Fedeski. Good save there by Tiley. Atkinson knocks it down. Harris takes possession. Stretch pass. Morgan Turner dumps it in. Picked up now by Greco. Greco with some room to skate. She'll take it up the left wing here. As the smooth skating defenseman, Emma Greco, brings it all the way behind the goal. Tries the wraparound. Centered out front, but no one there to get a stick. Vela holding her spot at the line. Keeps it in, feeds it down low. As Atkinson comes in and takes it for the Blades. Nice job. Stewart takes the shot, and she scores! Shannon Stewart ties the game up with a beauty snipe. Her first of the season, her first career CWHL goal, and more importantly for the Furies, it ties this game at 1 with 10:56 remaining in the first. Stewart capitalized on the turnover. She took it away, sniped it past the keeper, Ratcliffe, and we're all tied up at 1. And with that being her first career CWHL goal, they'll hold on to the puck on the bench, and a nice little memento there for Shannon Stewart as she scores her first career CWHL goal. Currently on the line with Spooner and Nurse. Spooner brings the puck in, cuts to the net, backhand right on, big save, second chance. Great pad save there as Ratcliffe was just able to get the left leg out to make the stop. Puck shot down the ice, icing indicated, icing called with 10:37 left in the first. Face-off will come all the way back inside the Blades zone as it comes to the right of goaltender Jetta Ratcliffe. Sarah Nurse on the draw, wins it back to the point for Greco. Greco steps in, lets the shot fly. Good pad save from the left leg of Ratcliffe as Nurse brings it back. They've given credit to the Furies goal to Renata Fast as Nurse takes a shot turned away by Ratcliffe. Interesting that Stewart didn't get credit, but right now it's given to Renata Fast with Stewart drawing an assist. The Blades coming back up the ice. Great back check there by Renata Fast to tie up the stick of the Blades player cutting in. Here goes Channel for the Furies. She tries the stretch pass for Spooner. Spooner catches up to it behind the goal. A bouncing puck, and the Blades, well, they had it. They nearly give it away in front. Good, strong forecheck right now from the Furies as McNeil. Oh, Spooner bats it out of midair and nearly got a goal out of it. Great chance and great pressure right now from the Furies. Worcester desperately clears it down the ice. Shot back into the Blade zone as Miller gets to it first. She plays it over to Hickey along the near side. Channel makes a good play to lift the stick, but the puck clears the zone, and now it's scooped up by Megan Quinn. Channel touch pass over to McNeil. McNeil's got D'Arcangelo with her. McNeil shields it, tries to backhand it in front, but Hickey reads that, breaks it up, and here go the Blades in transition. Megan Turner driving the right wing, tries to bring it in tight. Nothing doing that time as Brittany Howard didn't see the puck. Held in as the Blades, well, they couldn't make the most of that play from Carrie Atkinson. Nice work there by Crossman to keep the puck alive for the Blades. And finally, well, Fast nearly got it out. They can't clear it yet, as that shot off the stick of Turner maybe never should have come. Still a good blocker save from the Arma Tiley. Toronto pinned in their own zone. Molson tries to break out the other side. Fast clears it ahead. Howard at the end of a shift peels off for a change as the Blades take possession. Stretch pass, that time intended for Goldberg, knocked down by Molson, and Tiley will hold on to that with 8:27 remaining in the first period of play. Shots right now, 6 for the Blades, 6 for the Furies, as we're all tied up at 1 with 8:27 remaining in the first period. Well, if the goal does stay as Renata Fast's goal, it'll be her first of the season, as there's a long stretch pass intended for Julie Allen. Went right on goal, so Ratcliffe has to keep it alive. Vela tries the shot. That gets blocked. Puck along the far side, hash mark. Suzuki steps in from the blue line, takes it into the corner, tries to poke it out front. Toronto centering it a couple of times, but no one in the low slot to get a stick there as the Blades cleared up the ice. Vela settles down the rolling puck, tries to feed it ahead to Platt. That's broken up as Kickham flips it near side, knocked down by Vela. Stathopoulos can't settle the puck. Now it's ahead for Spooner. Spooner gets around one. Nearly got past Kickham, and if she did, she would have been one-on-one with the goalie, but a big play there from Aaron Kickham. Spooner gets the puck back. Far side hash marks, brings it into the corner, spins back out to the hash marks. Great vision to find Channel at the blue line. Channel back to Spooner, but a little too hot on that one, and now it's Fleming taking the puck for the Blades. Flipped into the Toronto bench. We'll have a face-off with 7:16 remaining in the first. The Furies taking the puck up the ice. Sarah Nurse drops it back. Intended for Stewart. Channel gets the puck, shoots it. It's sitting there in the blue ice. Oh, it just trickles wide as Stewart got a stick on it. And we've got an injured Blades player there. The cause for the whistle. It's Morgan Turner, who is slow to return to her feet after taking a couple of whacks. Toronto coming oh so close to taking the lead with 7 minutes remaining here in the first. D'Arcangelo wins the draw. Howard, puck loose. Back to the line. Channel settles it down. Makes the pass. As McNeil feathers it to Howard. Howard back to McNeil. She takes it to the far corner. Back to the point. Quinn near side for Channel. Channel goes back to Quinn in the center. She takes the shot with traffic in front, and a good save there from Ratcliffe. Channel gets possession again. Checking her shooting lanes. Flips one right on. Good save. Big rebound. As it's D'Arcangelo with the puck in the near corner. She gets knocked to her knees. Play continues on as the Blades dig it out. And it's cleared down the ice by Hickey. Awkward bounce. Worcester trying to capitalize as Megan Turner nearly crashing into the goal to get the puck in the net. Play continuing on as the Blades take possession. Quickly taken away by Channel. Here she goes. She's the lone Furies player up the ice. Now she's got Kidd joining her. Greco hammers it back into the zone on a delayed offside. It'll give Harris some time to control. Harris takes the lane in front. She skates it over center ice and tries to get it in deep. It's knocked down, and a nice job by Renata Fast to spin away from the check. Fast takes it into the offensive zone. Tries to dance her way through the defenders, right on goal, and cleared away by the stick of Ratcliffe. Battling for possession as Turner makes the pass. Smart play to get it to Atkinson, not trying to force it. Atkinson tries to force it, and the puck ends up in the stands just to our left. Puck out of play with 5:25 left in the first period of play. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the fantastic support of the Toronto Furies sponsors, including the Women of Winter, Big Rock Brewery, NSSL, GTHLA, McMahon Morrison Watts, SportsCanada.TV, and of course, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you for your continued support of the Toronto Furies. Battling for possession as Toronto takes it. They move it back to Julie Allen. Allen makes the pass to Greco. Greco will just dump that one in deep. Ratcliffe opts to leave it for her defenseman, Kickham. Kickham cuts through the center. She's got the lane to skate, so she'll take it. Kickham brings it into the zone. Spooner tries to wrestle the puck away from her. Now it's Suzuki battling for it as she takes possession. Spooner, long stretch pass. That one picked off. It was intended for Stewart. Turner comes in to take it for the Blades as they bring the puck in just offside with 4:37 remaining in the first. Well, make sure you connect with the Furies on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On Facebook and Instagram, you can check us out at Toronto Furies. On Twitter, at CWHL Toronto. And, of course, you can follow along using the hashtag Toronto Furies and hashtag SheIsMyHero. The Blades win the face-off. They give the puck away. Fedeschi flips it ahead. Stewart battling for it. Fedeschi gets it down deep. Miller first on it for the Blades. Spooner all over her. Nearly causes the turnover. In fact, they do. Spooner tries to feather it out front. Stewart tried to return it to Spooner, and now it's cleared off the glass. Past Suzuki and out. Here goes Turner. Megan Turner dumps it into the corner. Crossman leaves it there for Morgan Turner as Sarah Nurse comes up with it for the Furies. Nurse, good stretch pass for Spooner, right on her stick. Spooner shoots off the post. Oh, what a chance. Great pass from Nurse onto the stick of Spooner. She danced around the defenders and rips it off the iron. Pass back. Howard tees one up and she scores! Oh, what a blast! What a goal! As Brittany Howard gets her second of the season. The St. Thomas, Ontario native blasts it low past Ratcliffe and into the back of the net, giving the Furies a 2-1 lead with 3:44 remaining. Howard unleashed a bullet on that one. No chance for Ratcliffe. And Toronto gets the go-ahead goal with under 4 minutes left here in the first. Big goal there for the Furies. And they take possession once again right off the draw. McNeil tried to gain the zone. Goldberg takes it away. Goldberg makes the pass to Greaves just offside, as that'll cause a stoppage with 3:36 remaining in the first period. A reminder that you can watch all the Toronto Furies action this season live via SportsCanada.TV. Check us out at toronto.thecwhl.com/watchlive. Toronto taking possession. Darkangelo feathers it ahead to McNeil. She splits the D. Can she catch up to it? Backhands it. Big save there from Ratcliffe. Here's the goal announcement. So Channel draws the lone assist on the goal by Howard. Howard has the puck again. She drops it off to McNeil. McNeil tries to drive wide, backhands it, and Ratcliffe makes the save as the puck goes into the far corner. McNeil hammers it around the near side. Greco pinching in from the point. Great job by Emma Greco to keep the play alive there for the Furies. The Blades try, clear it out, held in by Vela as she knocks that down. Vela cutting, shoots, knocked down by Atkinson as Vela had a nose for the net on that play. 2:40 remaining here in the first period. The Blades still unable to clear the zone, in part to this strong forecheck from the Furies. Finally, Worcester clears it down the ice as Anderson on the back of Fast, but Fast gets to it first. Fast, good stretch pass to Julie Allen. Allen dumps it in as Kickham picks it up for the Blades. Touch passing, but it's picked off there, and here go the Furies. Allen along the left wing. She hits the hash mark. Centers in front. Suzuki lets it fly, and that didn't miss by much. Nurse takes possession. Through the high slot, makes the pass. Suzuki feathers in front as Platt was there on the doorstep but couldn't get a stick on it. Demi Crossman takes possession for the Blades. Crossman, the lone attacker in the zone, coughs it up as Spooner takes possession. 1:48 remaining in the first. Sarah Nurse tries to cut around the defender. She gets her legs taken out. No call. Play continuing on as the Blades move the puck up the ice. Fedeski takes control. Fedeski stretch pass for Spooner. Spooner brings it in along the left wing. Flips one right on. Rebound there as Ratcliffe made the initial save. Nurse crashing the net, and then the net comes off the pegs with 1:30 remaining here in the first period of play. Shot 16-6 favoring the Furies. They lead this game 2-1 with 1:30 remaining in the period. We'll retake the draw here as Darkangelo and Turner getting a little too aggressive, and Turner will be asked to vacate the position. Darkangelo flips it to the near corner against the boards. They battle for it. It's Howard who comes out of the scrum with the puck. Plays it back to the line for Channel, shoots it through a crowd, and it never made it on goal. McNeil flips it down. 1:10 remaining here in the period as it's over to the near side boards. Channel pinching in from the blue line. Tries to hold the zone, and she does. Nice work there from the All-Star. Behind the goal, Miller coughs it up. Darkangelo has it with under a minute remaining here in the first. Battling along the far side hash marks. Darkangelo out to the point for Channel. Channel lets the shot fly. It's knocked by the skate of Courtney Turner. Cleared to the line, but not out as Channel holds it in. Finally, the Blades get it out to center ice. Goldberg, spinning in front of her own bench, makes the pass to Hickey. They've got Greaves streaking up the ice, pass out of her reach, and that'll be an icing call against the Blades with 30.3 seconds left here in the first period of play. Jess Vela picking up an assist on the Renata Fast goal, which at the time made it a 1-1 game. As that seems to stick, Renata Fast with the goal, Shannon Stewart getting the assist. 25 seconds left here in the period. Sarah Nurse pinned up against the end boards as Hickey tries to keep the puck there. Spooner works her way out in front, shot right on. Big save, and then a quick whistle brings a stoppage to the play. The puck was still loose after Spooner muscled her way to the front of the net for a quality shot. Ratcliffe made the save. 16.7 seconds remaining here in the first period of play. The Toronto Furies leading the Worcester Blades 2-1. Nurse can't win the draw. Harris takes it. She flips it behind her goal. 10 seconds remaining in the period. The Blades trying a stretch pass. Turner. They turn it over as Vela takes it with 4 seconds left. She passes it up to Spooner, tries the long shot into the glove hand of Ratcliffe, and they'll whistle it down with 0.1 second left on the clock. So we'll have a face-off for ceremony and really much of nothing else. Can't even get a shot on goal here with 0.1 seconds left, but that's not going to stop the Furies from lining up like it's an onside kick. All four blue jerseys lined up in a line across. Well, they gave it a shot, but the The buzzer sounds, and that'll do it for the first period of play. After 20 minutes of play, the Furies lead the Blades 2-1. Take this opportunity to thank our Fury sponsor, including the Women of Winter, the Toronto Maple Leafs, Big Rock Brewery, NSSL, GTHLA, McMahon Morrison Watts, and SportsCanada.TV. Stay tuned. We're going to have a couple interviews coming up here in the first intermission, as I think we'll have Harrison Brown joining me in addition to a player interview. So we'll be right back with more Toronto Furies action.
just shut it off, correct? Okay. Check.
Joined here rinkside with You Can Play ambassador Harrison Brown as we're in the first intermission of this game between the Worcester Blades and the Toronto Furies. Harrison, thank you so much for taking time to join us here on this special day. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me. Any chance that I get to spread awareness for hockey is for everybody and LGBTQ inclusion and to rep You Can Play, I love it.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because there's obviously a deep history between the Toronto Furies and the You Can Play project. Can you tell us a little bit about that relationship between the two organizations?
Yeah, so Toronto Furies have definitely shown that they're all for inclusion in hockey with their player Jessica Platt, who is also a You Can Play ambassador. They've welcomed her with open arms, treated her so great, and I'm just so happy to be part of this.
I gotta think that was a pretty cool moment there for you to be dropping the puck and Jessica to be there as well. Of course, you guys both making history in your own ways, and with what you did down in the NWHL, I gotta think it's a pretty special moment for Jessica as much as it is for you there.
Yeah, definitely. Talking with Jessica, meeting Jessica the few times that I've had and working together, it was a really cool moment to just see it all come together, have her skate towards me and have her hand me the puck. It was really cool.
Now, one of the things you mentioned is hockey is for everybody. That's something I'm truly behind. I love it. Whether you have a physical disability, whether you're part of the LGBT community, it's such a fantastic game. We really do need to make it more inclusive for everybody. So can you talk a little bit about your role with You Can Play and how that organization is helping hockey be more inclusive for everybody?
Yeah, so You Can Play. Its message is to create a safe environment in sports for LGBTQ athletes, fans, and coaches. And I stand behind that message wholeheartedly. Sports, we're not perfect. Society's not perfect. We have some work to do. And with organizations like You Can Play and games like this, we're spreading awareness and we're making the hockey game a lot safer and a more enjoyable place for LGBTQ athletes like me and anybody that has any other part of minority.
Now, you played in the NWHL for 3 seasons. You were telling me you were an MVP there. Can you tell us a little bit about what your thoughts of this game are here and how the CWHL compares to your experience in the NWHL?
Yeah, definitely. I think the talent is definitely comparable. It's top-level Canadians, top-level Americans. So the game, it's very similar. I'm looking at it, and I wish I could be on the ice right now. But yeah, no, it's great talent. It's a great game. It's a great environment. The fans are loving it, and yeah, it's really cool.
Harrison, if folks want more information about the You Can Play project, how can they get that?
Yeah, so You Can Play. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have a website, Facebook, anywhere that you can find it on the World Wide Web, we're there. So just look up You Can Play project, and if you want to do any research like that, feel free to hop online.
And if folks want to follow your journey, your career, can they follow you on Twitter, Instagram, social, anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. I have Instagram, I have Twitter. It's at hbrown with an E on the end, 24. So if you want to follow me, go ahead. But yeah, I have a YouTube video too where I talk about my journey, talk about trans athletes and the experience. So if you want to learn more, feel free to look me up on YouTube as well.
Awesome. Harrison, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you joining us on the broadcast and being here tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
First intermission almost done here. We got the second period coming up between the Worcester Blades and the Toronto Furies. All right, hockey fans, let's get you set for the second period of play here between the Worcester Blades and the Toronto Furies. As through the opening 20 minutes, the home team Furies have a 2-1 lead. And they're outshooting the Blades by a total of 18-6. We do have a scoring change from the first period, as I thought we might. The first Toronto goal has since been accurately credited to Shannon Stewart, so she does indeed get her first career CWHL goal. Congratulations, Shannon. Assist going to Renata Fast and Jess Vela. Brittany Howard scoring the goal-ahead goal for the Furies. Channel assisting. That was at 16-16 of the first. After Worcester got the scoring opening, courtesy Morgan Turner. We're underway here in the second period as the Blades take possession. Shot into the Worcester zone as they defend the end down to our broadcast right. Stretch pass picked off as Spooner takes possession for the Furies. Drops it to Darkangelo. Darkangelo, weak backhander, one-handed backhander, easily cleared aside by Ratcliffe. As the Blades try gain possession in the Toronto zone. Puck bouncing around, corralled by Sarah Nurse. Greco and Turner into the far boards, but nothing doing out of that. Spooner centers in front, Stewart backhands it right on, and a huge save by Ratcliffe as Stewart was unable to put it past the goalie. Great pressure from Toronto as Nurse causes the turnover. She gets hooked, no call, play continues on as Turner takes it for Worcester. Great back check by Nurse to take the puck off Turner. Here goes Stewart. Drops it off for Spooner. Spooner shoots just over top the goal as she tried to snipe that one up high on Ratcliffe. Nurse keeps it in, touched there by Stewart. Spooner in the far corner, checking her options, plays it down low behind the goal for Nurse, centered out front, and Platt puts it just wide as she didn't quite get everything on that shot attempt. But some good pressure in the first minute and a half here of this period from the Furies. The Blades battling for it against the end wall. Goldberg. Stathopoulos centers it out front. Goldberg unable to corral it for a clean shot as Jess Platt makes a huge defensive play. Allen gets it over to Platt. She puts it up the ice. Not enough on it for icing as Anderson hustles back to get it for the Blades. Atkinson nearly coughs it up. Platt aggressive on the forecheck, doing a good job there for the Furies. Darkangelo pinches in as well to give some help with the puck pinned against the boards. They'll whistle it down with 2 minutes played here in the second period of play. Well, we're back at it tomorrow at 1 p.m. in the Celebrate Japan game. Celebrating the career of Sena Suzuki and the Japanese women's program, as well as some dignitaries in the house for that game tomorrow. Come on down to the MasterCard Center. Puck drop at 1 p.m. Howard went to the net. She got tied up. No call as now Fedeski takes the puck out of her own zone. Team's giving possession away. Fedeski chasing down a rolling puck. She's got pressure on her back. Puck dangerously in front of the Toronto goal as now it's picked up by Howard. Howard fans on the initial pass. Anderson tries to clear it into the zone as it's played around the far side boards and corralled by McNeil. Quickly taken away. McNeil gets it back. She plays it back to Suzuki. Near side for Fedeski. Fedeski switches it up. Darkangelo takes possession. Cheyenne Darkangelo brings it into the zone along the right wing. Takes it down into the corner. She's met there by the check of Sperling. Over to the far side where it's kept in by Greco. Emma Greco feathers it down low. McNeil checking her options. Tries to come out of the corner with it. Plays it back into the corner for Howard. Howard tries to feed it out front. That's broken up as Megan Sperling takes it to the line. A collision there between Fast and Sperling. Fast getting the worst of that, and well, she'll stay on the ice for the time being, trying to shake it off as Spooner deflects that one right on. But an easy save there for Ratcliffe with the paddle down. 16-13 7:33 remaining here in the second period of play as Natalie Spooner gets set to take the offensive zone draw. Nurse on the right wing. Turner in there for the Blades. Turner wins it back into the corner as Atkinson takes control. Far side, they get it over to Greaves. They've got Goldberg streaking up the ice, but Greaves will still keep it on her stick until Channel takes it away from her. Channel throwing a hit on Goldberg in front of the Worcester bench. Puck pinned up against the boards, and they'll whistle it down with 16:16 remaining here in the period. Well, let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering on. We'll get to a few viewer shout-outs throughout the broadcast. You can do so by tweeting us at CWHL Toronto or connecting with me, Nico Cardarelli, at Bro Behind the Mic. As Worcester clears it into their own bench, so we'll retake the face-off just outside of the Furies' blue line. With a shade over 4 minutes played here in the second period of play. They do it again, and Channel takes possession. She feeds it up. Sarah Nurse streaking up the left wing. She's got Spooner cutting to the net, drops it for Stewart. Out of her reach, and a good job by Goldberg to get a stick on it, deflecting it down into Toronto territory. Long stretch pass out of the reach of any Furies player, and that'll be an icing call against Toronto. With 4:08 played here in the second period of play. Well, just one other game going on in the CWHL tonight on the out-of-town scoreboard. As just down the road, I guess up the road, across the 401 and at the Thornhill Community Center, the other game between the Inferno and the Markham Thunder. We'll provide you with an update on that in just a minute as Toronto battling for puck possession in their own zone. Good forecheck right now. Putting on the pressure there was Rebecca Fleming. She comes out of the scrum with the puck. Fleming tries to feed it across the line, but that's deflected by Spooner. Spooner can't quite win the loose puck battle. Delayed offside. Stewart has to clear the zone. Toronto will make some changes as the Blades bring the puck out to center ice. Sarah Nurse poked it away, and then she got a big hit there from Stathopoulos, but a good play by Nurse to send the Blades back inside their own zone. Suzuki steps up, gets a stick on that. Morgan Turner takes possession as she spins inside her own zone, checking her passing options. She feeds it cross ice. Sperling, good pass up ahead to Megan Turner. She's got Morgan cutting to the net. Morgan Turner couldn't get a stick for a clean shot away, but the Blades trying to capitalize here. They make the pass far side. There's a shot, never made it to the net as Molson got a stick to knock that down. Atkinson, that puck went across the line. Delayed offside call here against the Blades, and with Crossman pursuing, they'll whistle it down with 14:36 left in the period. Face off just outside the Toronto blue line. As Darkangelo on the draw for the Furies. She wins possession, banks it off the boards and down the ice. Picked up here by Sperling. She feathers that one ahead, well out of the reach of Goldberg. No icing though, as Greco has to hustle back to get the puck. Greco, chase from behind. She feathers that one ahead to Howard, just out of her reach, and that'll be an icing call against the Furies with 14:13 remaining in the period. I'll mention one other game in the CWHL tonight. It actually doesn't get started for another half hour, as at 7:30 p.m. the Inferno will take on the Thunder at the Thornhill Community Center. And of course, we're back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the finale of this weekend series in the Celebrate Japan game. The Blades cause a turnover. Greaves tries the backhander. Puck unable to get it on goal. There's the shot from distance, and it goes wide of the post as the Blades unable to capitalize on the turnover inside the Toronto zone. Greco feathers a pass over to McNeil. McNeil tries to flip it back in front, intended for Howard, but that's cleared off the boards and corralled by Goldberg out across the neutral zone. Greaves brings it across the blue line, drops it for Atkinson. Her shot/pass off to nobody in particular as the Blades hold the zone. Anderson, she tries a shot, knocked away by Tiley. Second chance, cleared by the blocker arm of the goaltender with the Blades pressuring. Darkangelo takes possession, banks it off the boards and out to center ice where it's quickly scooped up by Miller. Atkinson, the Blades with their best sustained pressure so far in the game as they have Toronto pinned in their own zone for the time being. Spooner spins away from the forecheck. Spooner tries to get past the big body of Anderson but ends up turning it over. Now Anderson tries to dump it back in for the Blades. Here goes Sarah Nurse. She's got room on the left wing. Nurse brings it in, shoots, and just missed with that snipe. Great chance there for Sarah Nurse. Quinn makes the pass to Spooner. Spooner over to Nurse. Nurse evades the check, brings it into the offensive zone. Stick handles in the draw pass intended for Spooner, then she rips one over top the goal. Spooner gets her own rebound off the glass, plays it behind the net into the far corner. As Toronto able to keep the puck in the zone for the time being. Miller smacks at it. Anderson comes up with it with 12:20. She fends on that clearing attempt. Stewart keeps it in the zone. Hickey spins away and drops it there for Anderson. Stewart digs it out. Nurse got a stick to it but couldn't corral it cleanly as Stathopoulos banks it off the boards and out to center ice. Suzuki plays it ahead for Spooner. She's got the right wing. She takes the lane, tries to feed it over to Vela, but that's broken up. And now a potential break here for Morgan Turner. Turner catches up to the puck, shoots right on off the mask of Tiley, and then she holds the rebound for no secondary chance as Tiley had to be sharp on that transition play off the shot by Morgan Turner. 2-1 the score, favoring the Toronto Furies with 11:49 remaining here in the second period of play. Face off won by the Furies. They can't hold possession as Crossman takes it into the far corner. Crossman checked closely by Fedeschi, still has the puck on her stick. Finally, Vela comes in and takes it away. Vela brings it across center ice. She'll dump it in with Jess Platt giving chase. Lively bounce off the end boards, nearly caught Ratcliffe out of position, but the Blades hold possession as Turner plays it along the near side. Allen scoops it up at the hash marks, cuts down low, steps in, takes the shot. Net is off its pegs with 11:19 remaining here in the second period of play. Remember, you can connect with us online. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram at Toronto Furies, or check us out on Twitter at CWHL Toronto. Follow along using the hashtags Toronto Furies and hashtag #SheIsMyHero. Darkangelo ties up off the face-off. The Blades come in, take possession to the line where Fast keeps it in play. Near side, Darkangelo tries to tuck it home, but the rolling puck wouldn't settle down for the Darkshire, and she is robbed there by a bad puck bounce. Ratcliffe was off the near post, and if that puck settles down, it's 3-1 Furies, but the rolling puck plays in the favor of the Blades goaltender, and Ratcliffe scrambles to make the save. Darkangelo once again ties up off the draw. Howard comes in to take the puck. Plays it back to the line. Greco fakes the shot. Feathers it down low behind the goal where Turner comes in to take it for the Blades. Darkangelo gets it back. Howard back to the point. There's a shot deflected a couple of times and into the near corner as McNeil was parked right in front for Toronto. Brown passes it as they get it ahead to Greaves. She's checked closely by Greco. Battling for possession, it's chipped out across center ice and scooped up by McNeil. McNeil has Fast joining the rush. McNeil tries the shot, goes off the skate of Fast, and now it's picked up by Atkinson. The Blades clear the puck down the ice. Icing call here against Worcester with 10:18 remaining in the second. Let's take this opportunity to acknowledge the incredible support of our Toronto Furies sponsors, including the Women of Winter, Big Rock Brewery, NSSL, GTHLA, McMahon, Morrison Watts, SportsCanada.TV, and of course the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you for your continued support of the Toronto Furies. Melissa Channel drops it there for Sarah Nurse. She flips it behind the goal. Spooner tries to feather it out front. Stewart has it kicked off her stick. Shot from the point, cleared by the goaltender Ratcliffe as she got the paddle down to make that stop off the shot by Channel. Channel pinches in to keep the puck against the boards. Bouncing around as Channel controls it at the blue line. Near side pass for Quinn through a screen. Her shot right on. Ratcliffe did well to track that through traffic and make the save. 9:47 remaining in the second. Sarah Nurse steps in to take the offensive zone draw, wins it. Couldn't get it cleanly to Spooner. Quinn keeps it in at the point, feathers it down low to Nurse. Nurse working her way out of the corner, tries to spin away from the check of Kickham. Nurse gets dumped, no call as Stewart comes in to take the puck. Spooner engaged in a net battle in front with Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos getting a couple of good cross checks in without any call. Quinn plays it down low to Spooner. Spooner taking a couple of whacks from Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos pokes it away, and now a foot race, but Spooner gets to that puck ahead of Anderson. Spooner wheels around, tries to take the lane up the right wing. She's got it. Nurse going to the net. Spooner driving wide. Sharp angle shot, nearly caught Ratcliffe off position. She had to jump back, and in doing so knocked the post off the peg. And we'll get a stoppage with 9:04 left in the period. Great individual effort there from Natalie Spooner as she's got a nose for the net, but she's yet to find the back of the net here in this game as her Furies lead the Blades 2-1, 9:04 remaining in the second period of play. Jess Vela can't take possession off the draw. Harris plays it to the far hash marks. Vela backhands it high behind the goal. Atkinson flips it up to Crossman. Crossman tries the long stretch pass intended for Morgan Turner, but that's picked off by Fedeschi. Julia Fedeschi tries to gain the center ice line. There's a turnover. Toronto has it. Sydney Kidd backhands it behind the goal. Julie Allen was in front, but they couldn't get her the puck. Shot from the point gets knocked down by Atkinson. She plays it off the near boards for Megan Turner. Another shot from the point, and with Crossman putting a screen on her own goaltender, Ratcliffe did well to get the paddle down and hold it for no rebound with 8:27 left in the period. Darkangelo on the draw for the Furies. Turner in for the Blades. They tie up off the draw. Turner down, and she seems to be in some discomfort. Slow to get back to her feet after that battle with Darkangelo. Channel gets dumped. Greaves nearly turns it over. Now the Blades take it across center ice, led by Turner. Turner flips it into the zone. Bouncing puck knocked down by Channel. As the Furies play it off the boards, but not out. Turner takes possession. She shoots one quickly. Rebound knocked down by Greaves. Thought about a wraparound, but ends up on her backside, and now Toronto has the puck as they bank it off the boards out to center ice. Miller leads that one ahead for Greaves. Channel gets to it first. Darkangelo on it for the Furies as she plays it off the boards ahead to McNeil. McNeil with room to skate on the right wing. Cutting into the middle. Trying to get a shot away. Nothing doing. Channel pinching in. Makes a good play. Howard intends to get it to McNeil, but that's picked off. Nurse coming off the bench. She nearly had her helmet whacked off, but again, no call. No penalties so far here in this game. Stathopoulos gets a tip on the puck into the zone as Greco will leave it in the corner for Fast. Fast wheeling out, makes the pass ahead to Sarah Nurse. Sarah Nurse tries to dance around the defender. Shot right on. Once again, Ratcliffe knocking the net off the pegs after making the save. So we'll have a stoppage with 6:55 left in the second period. Shots here in the second period, 9-7 favoring the Toronto Furies in the game. The Furies out shooting the Blades 27-13. Face-off coming up to the left of Ratcliffe as she directs her defenseman. Nurse tries to win it to Spooner, but it's Anderson who comes away with the puck. Spooner does well to tie her up, wrestling her down. Anderson can't believe there's no call on that play. Spooner comes away with the puck. Spooner shoots right on. Ratcliffe did well to not only make the save, but not give up a rebound on that shot from Natalie Spooner. 6:40 remaining in the second period of play. The Toronto Furies lead 2-1 over the Worcester Blades. As you're tuned in live via SportsCanada.TV, as you can watch all Furies games this season at toronto.thecwhl.com/watchlive. The Blades take the puck out. Crossman has it on her stick. She'll flip it into Toronto's zone. No icing, even though she was on the wrong side of the red line, as Greco gets to it first. Nurse banks it off the boards to Fast behind the goal. Fast checked closely by Turner. Good job to spin away from that, as Fast will lead the breakout for the Furies. She brings it across center ice into the offensive zone, tries to dance around the defenseman, but she gets stood up that time by Harris, who made the good defensive play. Spooner gets past a couple of defenders, catches up to it. Oh, what a chance as Platt crashed the net and nearly tipped it home, but a huge save from Ratcliffe. Here come the Blades. Turner, she's got Goldberg with her, but Turner gets ridden off the puck, and here goes Channel for the Furies. The impressive rookie with some room to skate brings it into the zone. Melissa Channel shoots, and that shot gets blocked. A big stop there by Shannon Hickey, as Channel nearly had the coast-to-coast rush. Second chance as Platt right there on the doorstep gets robbed by the left pad of Ratcliffe. Toronto pouring on the pressure, trying to get the insurance marker here as they lead by 1. Allen with the puck, 5:20 left here in the second. Allen cycles all the way out top to the blue line. Suzuki kicks it, and the Blades unable to clear the zone. What a play by Allen. She's got the puck, takes the shot. That one gets blocked by Atkinson. But a great play by Julie Allen to hold the zone. And now no icing called, as they say it's a deflection. So play continues on. Platt gets the long outlet pass. Tried to slap her from distance. It's knocked off the stick of Turner. Rolls in and held by Ratcliffe with 4:53 left in the second period of play. Well, the Toronto Furies have played 11 games this season. They've got 4 wins and 7 losses for 8 points total. They could use a couple more points here tonight as they're battling against the last place Worcester Blades. Worcester yet to win a game this season in 13 games. Icing indicated, icing called here against the Blades with 4:43 left in the period. It's been a tough season for Worcester. They've scored just 5 goals for coming into tonight's action while giving up 75 against. Certainly a rebuilding season once again for the Blades as they make the move to Worcester at the beginning of the year. But they've got some good pieces here and a good coaching staff and a potential bright future, but not too much light this season for the Blades. 0-13 this year as Fedeski tracks the puck back into her own zone. Fleming in there on the forecheck. Suzuki comes in to take the puck, banks it off the glass. Miller holds it in at the line, and now Fedeski clears it out. Well, for the Furies, points at a premium, you really can ill afford to drop one here. They got to get the insurance markers. Howard brings it in, her shot over top. She had Darkangelo at the near post, but couldn't feed a pass. McNeil tries to step around a couple of defenders. It's Sperling who comes in to take it away for the Blades. No icing as Fedeski will have to track back in her own zone to get the puck. Rolling puck, she feeds it ahead to Sarah Nurse. Nurse gets around one, brings it into the zone. High slot shot right on, big rebound as Spooner unable to get to the rebound ahead of Turner. Spooner has it now. High slot, she lets the shot fly, and it's in! It takes a redirection on the way to the goal. I'm not sure if it's Sarah Nurse or Shannon Stewart. Both of them right there. They're going to send Nurse to lead the celebration, so we'll give it to Sarah Nurse as she gets her 7th of the season. And 7th over the past 5 games, gives Sarah Nurse now 12 points this season alongside Natalie Spooner, both players with 12 points now on the year. But more importantly for the Furies, it's the insurance marker they wanted and needed. It's now 3-1 with 3:28 remaining here in the second. Well, it was an innocent looking enough shot from the stick of Natalie Spooner, but with Sarah Nurse and Shannon Stewart right there on the doorstep, Nurse got the deflection, and it gives the Furies a 3-1 lead. And for both Nurse and Spooner, they extend their personal point streaks to 5 games each. Give Nurse now 10 points over that 5-game stretch, and Spooner 9 points. So those two continue to light the lamp for the Furies as they lead 3-1 with 3 minutes remaining here in the second. Stewart takes the puck into the zone. Drops it for Spooner. Spooner shot from the outside. Ratcliffe catches it with the glove hand and does well not to give up a rebound with Nurse right there on the doorstep. So it is the 7th goal of the season for Sarah Nurse. Natalie Spooner gets her 6th assist of the year as the two combine once again and give Toronto a 3-1 lead. Battling for it, Kidd behind the goal, has it poked away from her. Sydney Kidd cycles, makes the pass over to Channel. Channel's shot gets knocked down. Vela trying to battle for the loose puck, but it's Greaves who comes in and takes it for the Blades. Atkinson sweeps it ahead. Turner knocks it down, makes the pass to Goldberg. Goldberg with the return to Turner. Atkinson, they flip it over to the far side. There's the shot. Traffic in front. Vela gets in the way of that attempt as it came off the stick of Alexis Miller. Greaves makes the pass to Atkinson. Her shot, pretty weak one on, and an easy save there for Tylee as she holds it with 2:06 remaining here in the second period of play. Well, a reminder that we're back at it tomorrow, Sunday, December 9th. Puck drop at 1 p.m. as the Worcester Blades and the Toronto Furies will close out the weekend series with the Celebrate Japan game. You can tune in, as always, at toronto.thecwhl.com/watchlive. Puck into the far corner. Anderson plays it back to the line. Knocked down off the pass from Hickey as Suzuki takes possession. Drops it for Darkangelo with 1:40 remaining in the period. Cleared to the line but not out. Good job by Anderson to hold the zone. Flip back across as Suzuki takes possession. She goes the long stretch pass intended for Brittany Howard, but they'll call that a 2-line pass, and the face-off will come back inside Toronto territory with 1:27 remaining here in the period. Well, on a more somber note, we'd like to extend our deepest condolences to my colleague Dave Bedini and the whole Bedini family after the loss of Dave's father. Our condolences, and we certainly miss you, Bud, and our thoughts and prayers with the whole Bedini family at this time. 1:18 remaining here in the second period as Fedeschi takes the puck for the Furies. She'll backhand that one into the Blade zone as Miller tracks it. She's chased by McNeil, evades that check and passes it to Megan Turner. Turner plays it off the boards, down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Blades with 57.4 seconds remaining in the period. Well, the Furies will send out the big guns here for this shift as Spooner, Nurse, and Stewart back on the ice. And that combination of players connecting for 2 of the 3 Furies goals here today. Nurse on the draw against Megan Turner. Nurse wins it to Spooner. Spooner feeds it over to Greco. Her shot blocked by the goaltender Ratcliffe into the far corner. Blades unable to clear the zone. Great job by Greco to stand up and hold the line. Oh, but they're going to call this a penalty. And I believe it's going to go against Emma Greco. That is a tough call for the Furies. I mean, we've seen some more egregious plays than that, but they're actually calling it a kneeing call. Well, that's interesting. Greco shaking her head, and I can certainly understand it. It was a tight play against the boards. Certainly no intent from Greco to lay a knee-on-knee hit, but the officials whistle it down as such, and the result is a Worcester power play. While the Blades have the worst power play in the CWHL, just 16.7% efficiency. They've scored only 1 goal in 6 chances this season. But they've got 37 seconds left in the period, and they've got the puck in the zone. As Miller feeds it in front, Tylee makes the save, and she holds it. And then a couple of whacks there at Goldberg, but nothing more coming out of that confrontation as Goldberg skates away. 31.2 seconds left in the period, 1:48 left in the Worcester power play. The Furies come into tonight's game with the 4th-ranked penalty kill in the CWHL, surrendering just 11 goals against on 35 penalty kill opportunities. That's good for a 68.6 efficiency rating. And as I mentioned, 4th in the CWHL. 20 seconds remaining in the period. Kickham has it at the blue line, near side. Makes the pass to Greaves off the half wall. Tries to get it back to Kickham, far side as Miller has it. Greaves wants it back, but that pass across gets deflected away by Fast. And here goes Nurse with 5 seconds left in the period. Sarah Nurse takes the shot. Oh, she nearly sniped one. Almost handcuffed the goaltender Ratcliffe with that shot coming up the right wing. Great chance at the end of the period there, shorthanded for Sarah Nurse, who has the 3rd goal for the Furies in this game. And after 40 minutes of play, the score is 3-1 for the Toronto Furies, as Sarah Nurse has the most recent goal, extending her personal point streak to 5 games. Shots in the second period favoring the Toronto Furies. As I wait for my browser to reload. Here we go. Shots in the second period, 16 for the Furies, 8 for the Blades. A total in the game, 34 for Toronto and 14 for Worcester. 40 minutes in the books. The Furies have a 3-1 lead. We'll be back with more CWHL action as you're watching Toronto Furies TV live at toronto.thecwhl.com/watch live. Minutes in the books here from the MasterCard Center, and the Toronto Furies now lead 3-1 over the Worcester Blades. Very pleased to be joined here by Shannon Stewart, who has one of the 3 goals in the games for the Furies. Shannon, thanks so much for taking the time to join us here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm just curious about your thoughts here. It's a tight game, both teams wanting the points. Obviously Worcester really hungry, yet to get a point this season. But the Furies very much in a playoff battle. How big would it be for your team to get the 2 points here tonight?
Yeah, we need these points. We've lost a few that we shouldn't have, so we really need to capitalize on games like this. We're playing well, we're getting the pucks deep, and we just need to continue doing that.
You spent most of the game here today playing on the line with Natalie Spooner and Sarah Nurse. Can you talk a little bit about that and how exciting it is to play with those 2 extremely skilled players?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I feel like it makes me bring my level up just because their level is so high. And we're talking a lot on the bench, giving feedback, and just working really hard. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Your 20 minutes, there's still 20 minutes to go here in the game. What do the Furies need to do to ensure that you walk away with the 2 points at the end of this one?
I think we need to get pucks deep. We can't lose the puck on the blue line, on both blue lines. Get the puck deep and just keep our feet moving and crash the net.
Your goaltender, Shea Tiley, not her busiest game, but she's made some clutch saves when she's needed to today. Can you talk a little bit about her play and the defensive effort, how the young group on that blue line is really coming together?
Yeah, our defense are doing an amazing job. Same with Tiley. It's probably a tough game when there isn't a few shots for a couple minutes and then all of a sudden it's in our end. And yeah, she's been doing really well, standing on her head, and we owe a lot of our success to her.
One of the things I picked up that you guys seem to be doing in this game is you're crashing the net a lot. You're really getting traffic in front of Ratcliffe, making it tough for her to see the puck. Was that something you guys discussed coming in, or it's just something you picked up on?
Yeah, I think we've been talking about getting those gritty goals. We've been struggling a little bit on scoring every game, so I think we really need to crash the net and get those gritty goals, and we'll have some success.
Well, you've got one of those goals, and it's a big one right now with your team up 3-1. Shannon, thank you so much for your time joining us here.
Thanks a lot.
2 periods of play in the books. The Furies lead the Blades 3-1. Third period of play coming up next. All right, here with Toronto Furies defenseman Carly Campbell, who's not on the ice today, but will be shortly. And Carly, there's a pretty good reason why you're not on the ice. Can you tell the viewers about the good news?
Yeah, so my husband and I, we had our first daughter on September 22nd, so she turned 11 weeks today, which is pretty exciting, and hoping to come back soon, but that's the big news that I have.
That's incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your daughter's name?
Her name's Kyson Rose Campbell.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
So 11 weeks, I gotta think that it's been a pretty hectic 11 weeks for you. Have you been able to get any sleep at all?
Actually, you know what, we're really lucky, and I feel bad saying this because sometimes some moms have it worse off, but she's been a really good sleeper since the get-go. this past week she's been getting about 5-6 hours in a row, and then we'll go back to bed and get another 2 or 3 hours, which is plenty for us. So I'm feeling okay, and sorry for the moms out there that don't get that experience, but yeah, it's been going well for us.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm really glad to hear that. And you're going to need some rest because you're going to be rejoining the team shortly. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how excited you are to get back on the ice for the Furies?
Yeah, so I started coming back on the ice, I want to say 5 or 6 weeks ago, very slowly, obviously. I know you're supposed to wait a very long time, but considering we're competitive athletes, we kind of go based on how our bodies are feeling and how they're recovering, and we have a lot of outsourced help, so OBGYN, pelvic therapists, we have our trainers here, which is nice, and I was just, based on how my body was feeling, I decided I could start skating again, and I've been in full contact practices for, I'd say, about 3 practices now, which has been really exciting. I felt really off the first time I got on the ice, things were a little shifted, but now I'm starting to feel decently normal, so really excited to get back into my first game in about a month.
And you're going to be stepping in against Montreal, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So they're putting you to the test right away.
I know. I might message a few girls on the team and tell them to stay on their left-hand side of the ice while I'm on, rather than the right, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear, see how it goes. Hopefully I don't fall or do anything stupid when I get out there. We'll see though.
Well, I'm sure you're really excited to rejoin the team. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey over the past year in terms of motherhood? And then I think you alluded to it a little bit about just after the pregnancy, once you gave birth, how you got back into shape and everything.
Yeah, so I was very active during my pregnancy. I found out I was pregnant at the end of January last year, which was middle of the season. Yeah. Played a few, I guess I'd say a month, and then I was starting to get way too exhausted, understandably so. I kept the pregnancy hidden from the team, faked an injury, an elbow injury, up until the 12-week mark, and then let everybody know. I was fairly active throughout my pregnancy. Again, I was really lucky with my health. I was able to keep moving. I didn't have to go on any bed rest. I didn't have any diabetes, none of that. So I was able to keep moving. It actually worked out throughout all the way until the day I went into labor, which was kind of fun. Wow. Didn't know I was in labor, but I think the activity throughout the pregnancy helped a lot, and it helped maintain my body. Obviously, the birth process itself causes a little bit of havoc on my hips and whatnot, which was the majority of the struggle kind of coming back. Things have shifted. I felt a little off balance, so it was just a matter of activating the muscles that I hadn't used in a really long time, going slowly, listening to my body, and getting the opinions of the specialists around me to make sure I was doing everything okay, and it's led me to a pretty good point up to now. So the last 2 months, I'd say, with my daughter has been crazy. Shifting to motherhood has been an experience of a lifetime, and I love it, but I can't wait to show her that it's possible to come back from something like that as a female athlete and excel, hopefully. That's amazing. Thanks.
We'll wrap it up quickly. When you got back out onto the ice for the first time after not being out there for so long, what was kind of going through your head? What were you feeling when you first stepped on the ice for the first time there?
Not a lot I can share on camera, but I was definitely off balance. I stepped on my blades, and obviously my hips got a little bit wider, so I was a little off balance in terms of that. I was terrified to take a full stride. I was terrified to get hit by a puck. There were a lot of things going through my mind, but after about half an hour, I started to get into it and eased my mind. But it was definitely a day full of emotions leading up to that practice, for sure.
Well, I know the team's really thrilled to have you back, and Carly, we can't wait to watch some of your action on the ice. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here, and congratulations to you and your new family.
Thank you very much.
40 minutes of play in the books. The Blades leading the Furies, the Furies leading the Blades 3-1. We'll be back with the third period coming up next. All right, hockey fans, welcome back to the MasterCard Center as we get you set for the third period of play here in this contest between the Toronto Furies and the Worcester Blades. The Furies leading 3-1 through 40 minutes of play, but they'll start the third period shorthanded for the next minute 16 as Emma Greco currently taking up residency in the penalty box. We've got one Blades player coming out a bit late here, and I think she was getting some medical treatment in the room. As Goldberg is the player in question. She's not on the bench yet. We'll keep an eye on her and see if she returns to this game. But the puck is dropped and the third period's underway as Worcester takes early possession. Morgan Turner dumps the puck in over to the far side where Megan Turner gets to it. Back to the point. As with a minute remaining on the power play, Miller makes the pass to Turner. Turner settles down the puck, drops it off to Miller. Thought about the shot. Now she lets it fly on the rebound. Oh, what a chance. They couldn't tap it home as Kickham, pinching in from the point, had a wide open net but put it wide. 40 seconds remaining in the Blades power play. 40 seconds gone here in the third period. Megan Turner gets it in, but Fast quickly takes possession for the Furies. Fedeski, she tries to clear it down the ice. It gets knocked down at center as Sarah Nurse tries to dump it in deep. Crossman takes possession for the Blades, brings it into the zone, gets around Fast. Great back check by Nurse to break up the chance. 15 seconds left in the Blades power play. Kickham, good touch pass. Goldberg on the ice now for the Blades, so she rejoins the action after getting some treatment. And Nurse gets to the puck first, cleared down the ice, and with just 2 seconds left on the penalty kill, Greco comes out of the box, and the Furies kill off the lone power play opportunity so far of this game. Turnover, Darkangelo takes possession for Toronto. Near side, hash marks. She's tied up by Turner as they battle for puck possession. It comes out to the point for Channel. Her shot sticked aside by Ratcliffe behind the goal where Darkangelo battles in the far corner. Suzuki steps up. Her pass gets picked off as the long stretch pass for Greaves trickles onto her stick. Greaves with the shot from distance. Tiley uses the blocker arm to get it up off the glass, and then she does well to poke check it away from the crease. Stretch pass intended for McNeil. She'll settle down the puck as she tries to cut to the net, stops, spins away, near side hash marks, feathers it in front as Howard came in to get a stick on that. Back to the point, Fast, lets the shot go, off the end boards, bouncing puck. Darkangelo corrals it. Back to the blue line, Renata Fast makes the pass to Cheyenne Darkangelo. She steps into a shot, but that gets blocked as stepping in the way of that one was Taryn Harris. And now the Blades clear it up to Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos makes the pass to Anderson. Her shot into the shin pads of Darkangelo. Anderson back on the puck. We got a delayed penalty here against the Furies. They touch it, and now it'll be whistled down as I think they've pegged Greco once again. Greco is the guilty party and holding the call. So the Blades will go back to the power play as Greco once again can only shake her head in disagreement of the call. 17-17 remaining here in the third period of play as Morgan Turner steps in to take the draw for the Blades. Vela there defensively for the Furies. Vela wins the draw into the corner for Quinn. Quinn tries to hammer it around, but that gets blocked. Quinn gets back to it, clears it to the line, but kept in by Kickham. Played behind the goal, Channel, she's chased down by Turner. Nothing doing as now Megan Turner comes in and gets it back to the line. Miller thought about the shot, makes the pass to Megan Turner. Turner takes it out top, lets the shot go, traffic in front, it never made it on goal. As Crossman tries to cross over the defender, but Quinn takes that away from Crossman. Nice job by Megan Quinn, she gets the puck to Allen. And she'll send it down the length of the ice with 1:19 remaining on the Blades power play. Miller slowly skating it up for the Blades. She'll bring it across center ice. Checked closely by Sarah Nurse. Drop pass for Goldberg, who tries to get it to Atkinson. Her shot gets blocked. As the long stretch pass intended for Spooner. Spooner will chase that one down. 50 seconds remaining on the Worcester power play. Spooner cycling out top. Lets the shot go. Rebound after the initial save, but Ratcliffe diving out and makes the save with 4 minutes gone here in the third period of play. The Furies lead the Blades 3-1. Off the face-off, the Blades take possession. Greaves drops it for Atkinson. 35 seconds remaining on the Worcester power play. Stretch pass for Greaves. She takes it into the zone, driving wide around Nurse into the far corner. Nurse pins her up against the wall. Puck gets past Spooner, but stays in the zone. Atkinson can't get it cleanly, and now Suzuki takes it for the Furies. She overskates it, tracks it back, and clears it down the ice with just 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Turner passes it to Anderson. She will dump that in deep. Tiley comes out of her net. Greco out of the box. The Furies kill off the penalty, and there's the long stretch pass to Greco. She's got Howard with her. Takes the shot. Blocker save, and a big rebound comes out where it's scooped up by the Blades on the stick of Fleming. Shot ahead intended for Anderson. Icing waved off as she hustles to get to that puck. But Megan Quinn comes in and takes it away for the Furies. Stretch pass right on the stick of McNeil. She's got Darkangelo with her. McNeil shot right on. Rebound around the hash marks before Stathopoulos clears it to the far boards. Howard drops it off. McNeil backhands it in front. Fleming intercepts it. Darkangelo comes up with the puck. She tries to bank that one out front. Nothing doing as Sperling intercepts that. And now Kickham takes it away for the Blades. Kickham's gets it ahead to Anderson, who just dumps it in and peels off for a change. As McNeil takes possession for the Furies. Allen gets it into the zone. Miller on it first. She overskates it, and that'll give Toronto a chance to capitalize. McNeil gets dumped. No call. Play continuing on. Megan Turner battling for the puck. Vela tries to knock it down. Allen keeps it in play. Good job by Julie Allen. As McNeil lets the shot go, it goes wide of the near post, but Allen picks up the rebound. Fedeschi feathers it across to Suzuki. Suzuki fires one towards the net. Big rebound. What a pad save by Ratcliffe as she got the right toe out to make that stop on the rebound. Turner tried to dump it in deep. Now she gets it in there as Megan and Morgan Turner both battling for it. It's Megan Turner with the puck. Crossman in the far corner. She's checked closely by Fedeschi. Cleared to the line. Morgan Turner deflects that shot from the line. Megan Turner lets the shot go, and Tiley makes no mistake. She holds it for the face-off. No rebound. 13:22 left in the third.
$1,000 have been raised in support of your Toronto Furies organization. Thank you to the women of winter, changing the world one rink at a time.
Face-off coming up to the right of goaltender Shea Tiley. Spooner wins the defensive zone draw. Near side for Shannon Stewart as Stewart plays it off the boards and out. Harris fires it back in. Quickly, Greco gets it out to center ice. They battle for puck possession in front of the benches as Greaves has it, poked off her stick, and now a potential break. Nurse, what a great diving play by Taryn Harris to break up that breakaway for Nurse. Greaves, she nearly gets tripped up. No call. Play continues on as Stewart dumps it in deep. Stewart has it in the near corner. She's defended by a couple of Blades players. Leaves it for Spooner, who tries to dance her way around Harris. Spooner takes it behind the goal, all the way to the far side. Shot right on. Rebound sitting there in the blue ice as it's scooped up by Greaves. Greaves, long stretch pass intended for Anderson. Turner can't get to it ahead of Renata Fast with 12:25 left to go in the third. Fast, her pass intended for Spooner under her stick, and that'll go for an icing call with 12:17 left to play. Well, a reminder that these two teams are back in action tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the Celebrate Japan game. As always, you can tune in via SportsCanada.TV at toronto.thecwhl.com/watch live. Off the face-off, Nurse ties up, and now she comes away with the puck. She's got McNeil streaking up the left. Spooner takes it on the right. Spooner shoots and scores! Natalie Spooner snipes a beauty, and it's 4-1 for the Furies. Her 7th goal of the season, her 59th goal of her career in regular season play. Natalie Spooner snipes a top shelf bullet, and it's 4-1 for the Furies as Sarah Nurse picks up the assist. The duo of Nurse and Spooner combine once again, as Nurse now with 7 goals and 4 assists over her last 5 games. For Spooner, make it 4 goals and 6 assists as those two continue to be a deadly duo for the Furies. Crossman brings it back. Turner makes the pass over to Morgan Turner into the corner where Megan Turner comes up with it. She's checked closely by Channel. Crossman steps off the boards. Shot never made it on goal as Tylee had the angle covered. And now Darkangelo has it. Darkangelo brings it into the zone. Tries to feed it across. Well, they're giving the lone assist right now to Mackenzie McNeil, but I would anticipate Sarah Nurse having an assist as well there. As there's another shot. Oh, it just trickles wide as Ratcliffe looked to have been beaten. We've got an injured Furies player, or at least slow to get up. That's Melissa Channel walking off the end boards as Ratcliffe dives out to cover up the puck on that goal mouth scramble. The Furies putting the pressure on as they lead 4-1 with 11:12 left to go in the third. Off the draw, the Blades take possession. Shot ahead, intended for Goldberg. Goldberg takes it into the zone. Shields it, dumps it off, intended for Greaves. Lively bounce off the end boards. They jam the net for the tap home short side. Nothing doing as that shot also goes wide. And now Molson chases it to the near corner as she defends Greaves. Goldberg. She's pinned up along the boards with Vela. And they'll whistle it down with 10:42 to go in the third. The Blades try gain possession off the draw, nothing doing as Toronto clears it out to center ice. Atkinson first on it, nearly coughs it up. Now Spooner gets it. Good hustle by Nurse to get, oh wow, they call him offside. I don't know, I thought Nurse had gotten back in time. Tough break there for the Furies on the late offside call. Nurse pleading her case. She's saying, I've gotten back. Are you sure that was offside? But not going to change the officials' minds now. The faceoff comes outside the Worcester blue line. Nurse does well to knock the puck down, tries to muscle it back into the zone. Stewart takes it along the left wing. She's defended closely by Turner. Stewart into the far corner with it, drops it now behind the net for Spooner. Spooner tries the wrap play, and then Ratcliffe dives out to cover up the puck after making the first save. 10:09 remaining in the third period of play. The Toronto Furies leading the Worcester Blades 4-1. Let's take this opportunity to acknowledge our fantastic Toronto Furies sponsors, including the Women of Winter, Big Rock Brewery, NSSL, GTHLA, McMahon Morrison Watts, SportsCanada.TV, and of course, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you for your continued support of the Toronto Furies. Puck shot in wide of the Blades goal into the far corner where Sperling gets to it first. Anderson takes her player into the bench. Allen comes up with it for the Furies, tried to split the D, but now she's got it in the far corner. Pass back to the point. Suzuki had left that position, so now Fedeski has to track all the way back. She does well to get to that puck ahead of Anderson. Kidd takes it into the zone. Kidd shot right on, big rebound behind the goal. Kidd makes the pass. Allen checking her options, centers out front, intended for Fedeski, out of her reach, and it'll be corralled by Sydney Kidd. Kidd made the pass to Suzuki. Suzuki will track back behind her own goal with 9:10 remaining in the third. Kidd flips that puck sky high, just out of the reach of Brittany Howard. But now it's Cheyenne D'Arcangelo who takes possession. Fedeski banks it off the boards, intended for Howard. That's defended well, and here goes Crossman for the Blades. Demi Crossman brings it into the zone. She drives wide on the left wing. That puck taken off her stick by McNeil, and here goes Toronto in transition. The Furies, led by McNeil, go in offside as that move at the blue line cost the rush. And that'll be a stoppage with 8:40 left in the third.
The Furies will face off against the Worcester Blades once more. Individual games and season tickets are available at toronto.thecwhl.com.
D'Arcangelo lines up to take the face-off. She's in there against Megan Greaves. Greaves, one of the most veteran players on this Worcester team. McNeil receives the pass, brings it in, takes the shot, and a good save there by Ratcliffe as she got just enough to steer it wide. Channel digs it out. Quinn uses the backhand to get the puck in deep. Behind the goal, Ratcliffe leaves it. Worcester clears it along the boards, but D'Arcangelo holds it in. Howard tries to kick it out front to D'Arcangelo. McNeil plays it down low, intended for Howard. She gains possession, takes the backhander, but that gets blocked. Channel fires the rolling puck, and another big block as Carrie Atkinson put her body on the line, and now here's a 3-on-1. Atkinson makes the pass to Greaves, shot right on, big save, rebound goes in front after the left pad save by Tylee on that 3-on-1. Turnover. Greaves lets a bullet fly, but Quinn gets in the way of that and knocks it into the far corner with 7:40 left in the third. Anderson comes in, knocks down that intended pass, bringing it along the near boards, plays it back to the line. Too much there for Kickham to handle, and here goes Shannon Stewart. A 2-on-1 for the Furies. Stewart and Spooner. Stewart takes it in, shoots, and the defender was able to get the stick on the shot and deflect it up and out of play with 7:23 remaining in the third. I think that was Megan Sperling who came across and made the defensive play for the Blades. It was a big one as the Furies look to be pressing with that 2-on-1 break. Greco steps into a shot from the line as that one just went wide of the near post. Kickham gets it ahead to Anderson. Anderson's pass intended for Fleming out of her reach. No icing call as Greco hustles back to get it. Fast out of the far corner, stops, turns around, and will reverse the breakout along the near side. Greco, good pass up to Nurse. Nurse gains the line, thinking about a shot, drives wide centered, and Ratcliffe did well to get her stick to intercept that. Spooner settles down the puck. She's got a lane to the net, tries to drive her way in, shot right on. What a stop as Ratcliffe somehow kept that one out. Nurse with the chance on goal after the great play from Natalie Spooner. The Blades unable to clear the zone. Great forechecking pressure by Nurse as she causes a turnover. Spooner can't come up with the puck as Crossman takes it away for the Blades. Crossman stopping, checking her options with 6:15 remaining here in the third. Megan Turner brings it across center ice. Turner tries to drive. She dumps it in, and Molson gets back there for the Furies, pinning her up against the end boards. Checked out front, Goldberg unable to corral that pass cleanly. They've got Turner around the hash marks waiting for the puck. Platt defending her as it stays up against the end boards, and now Molson comes away with it. Platt banks it off the boards, quickly shot by the Blades back into the zone as Hickey had it. Allen gets it up the ice, 5:40 remaining in the third period. Turner under pressure. She spins behind her own goal, leaves it for Hickey. Checking her options. Long stretch pass intended for Turner. Greaves gets it back to Turner. She brings it across the line. Greaves check closely. The Blades give it away as Fedeschi makes a good cross-ice pass. Allen has it picked off her stick, and the Blades fire it back inside Toronto territory with 5:15 left in the third. Fedeschi makes the pass ahead. McNeil drops it for Darkangelo. Feathered up to Howard, but 3 Blades players come in and take away the puck. Pass to Greaves along the right wing. Had the shot. Now she takes it, and Tylee does well not to give up a rebound after that chance off the stick of Megan Graves. 4:59 remaining in the third period of play. The Toronto Furies lead 4-1 over the Worcester Blades. Remember to follow along on Facebook and Instagram at Toronto Furies and on Twitter at CWHL. Use the hashtag Toronto Furies and hashtag SheIsMyHero. Great chance for Stathopoulos there off the face-off. A good kick save by Tylee, and now Greco has the puck for Toronto. Greco fires it in. She'll chase after that, but Atkinson gets to it first for the Blades. She gets dumped by Greco, no call, as Allen comes in to scoop up the puck. Quickly the Blades get it right back as Brown checking her options. Nice play by Howard. Howard's going to draw a penalty call against the Blades here after some aggressive forechecking caused a turnover. It results in a hooking call as Taryn Harris heads to the box for 2 minutes or less with 4:25 remaining here in the third. Well, this is Toronto's first power play opportunity of the game. The Furies power play ranks 5th in the CWHL with a 22.9 efficiency rating. The Worcester Blades penalty kill could use improvement, and I think that's being polite because their efficiency rating is minus 42.9. They've given up 10 goals against on just 7 penalty kills. Let's see if Toronto can capitalize here with the man advantage as Channel makes the pass. Spooner gets it back. Spooner stick handling, feeds it over, intended for Nurse, but Morgan Turner was able to get a stick on that. Back to the point, Nurse near side to Spooner, touch to Channel. Her one-timer gets blocked. Spooner can't get it on goal. They pass it around to Nurse. Intended for Spooner. She had left the area where she was. Now she gets it back as Spooner cycles to the high slot, lets the shot go, and it's in! Natalie Spooner strikes as the puck was deflected on its way in, and they're going to say Spooner got it. There were 2 Furies players in front, but it must have gone off a Blades player because Natalie Spooner leads the celebration. The Blades penalty killing woes continue, and the Furies make it 5-1 with 5 unanswered goals now. Natalie Spooner back-to-back goals, this one coming on the power play. And for Natalie Spooner, that's her 60th career regular season CWHL goal. Goal number 60 in her illustrious regular season career for Natalie Spooner. Congratulations. Julie Allen takes the puck away. 3:25 left. She shoots one right on. Ratcliffe makes the save. Thought she had the rebound, but it's cleared by her defenseman. Greco takes it across the line. Checked closely by Greaves. Greco all the way behind the goal. Tries the wraparound. Still has it on her stick as it's back to the line for Molson.
Assisted by number 14, Renata Fast, and number 24, Natalie Spooner.
Well, check that. They've given credit to the goal for the power play goal has been credited to Sarah Nurse, Renata Fast, and Natalie Spooner drawing assists. So Spooner still sits on 59 career regular season goals, but she has picked up 3 points here in this game with a couple of assists and a goal. Howard lets the shot fly. That one gets blocked as the Furies putting pressure on here with 2.5 minutes remaining in the third. Greaves skates it up the ice. Quinn takes her to the corner. Anderson can't get a clear shot on goal. Quinn under pressure from a couple of Blades skaters. Stathopoulos plays it back to the line. Harris receives the pass, lets the shot fly. Big save, big rebound. Stathopoulos tries to feather it back in front, But that's broken up, and here goes McNeil for the Furies. McNeil skating up the left wing, tries to cut past Harris, shields the puck, makes the pass to Howard, takes it behind the goal, sidesteps one hit, and then the bouncing puck corralled by Darkangelo. Howard tries to sidestep her way to the front of the goal. That's rubbed out. Darkangelo takes possession, makes the pass to Suzuki. Her shot from the point. Big save as Ratcliffe was able to poke check it away from Howard. 1:35 remaining in the third period of play. The Furies leading the Blades 5-1. Toronto trying to gain possession. Here goes Sarah Nurse. She's already got 2 in the game. Nurse shoots! Just missed the top corner on the glove side. Toronto keeps the puck in for the time being. Worcester clear it out to center. And now it's held in by Crossman. Crossman let her shot go after receiving the pass from Sperling. Fedeschi gets tied up in the corner by Megan Turner. Kickham pinches in off the line to make the play. Last minute here in the third period as the Furies will be in a good position to secure 2 big points here tonight, and will try make it a weekend sweep tomorrow afternoon when these two teams regain the battle at 1 p.m. here at the MasterCard Center. 40 seconds remaining, puck pinned up along the near boards. Fedeschi and Stewart in there for the Furies, and now it's Spooner who comes away with it. Natalie Spooner, one-on-one with Sperling, cuts to the net, tries to tuck it past Ratcliffe, who dove out with the poke check. Spooner gets it back, makes the pass to Fast. Fast laces a shot, that one bounces over top the goal. Spooner with the chance, and somehow Ratcliffe keeps it out. Great pressure there from the Furies, but they can't put another one in with 18 seconds remaining here in the game. Well, the Toronto Furies will improve to 5-7 on the season. With a big win here, the Worcester Blades will drop to 0-14 this year. Greco keeps it in. 10 seconds remaining in the third. Vela tries to step out off the wall, nothing doing. 5 seconds remaining. The Blades will take possession, and that'll do it for this one. The final buzzer sounds. The Toronto Furies secure 2 big points in their playoff push as they score a 5-1 victory over the Blades on home ice. Well, stay tuned for our Tim Hortons 3 stars of the game in our post-game interview as well, as the final shots in this game heavily favoring the Furies. The final shot tally 51-19 in favor of the Toronto Furies. Well, Jetta Ratcliffe played well, making 46 saves, but the Furies were able to get 5 past her, and the team in blue secured 2 big points here at the MasterCard Center. The final score, Toronto 5, the Worcester Blades 1. Take this opportunity to acknowledge our fantastic partners, the Women of Winter, Big Rock Brewery, NSSL, the GTHLA, McMahon, Morrison, Watts, SportsCanada.TV, and of course the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you for your continued support of the Toronto Furies. The Furies salute the crowd. The crowd will go home happy as their heroes have won today's game. The final score, Toronto 5, the Worcester Blades 1. Make sure you tune in tomorrow when at 1 p.m. we have the Celebrate Japan and Celebrate Senna Suzuki game right here at the MasterCard Center. Come on down. Tickets still available for tomorrow's game. If you can't make it, of course, we'll be streaming live at toronto.thecwhl.com/watch-live. Just waiting for the Tim Hortons 3 stars of the game as Toronto improve to 5 wins on the season, now in 12 games played, and give them 10 points in the standings this year now. We've got Morgan Turner of the Blades hanging out around center ice. Anticipate her being named the 3rd star of the game. And it looks like Brittany Howard and I think that's Sarah Nurse. Maybe Shannon Stewart. A bit of an obstructed view from where I am. Hard to make out which player that is. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard. Markham currently trailing the Calgary Inferno after 20 minutes of play. The score in that game, 2-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your Tim Hortons 3 stars of the game. The 3rd star from Worcester, number 81, Morgan Turner.
Morgan Turner from the Blades is indeed your 3rd star of this game.
Your 2nd star from Toronto, number 10, Shannon Stewart.
Shannon Stewart gets the nod for 2nd star of the game from the Furies, scoring her 1st career CWHL goal. And your 1st star of the game, Toronto's own Brittany Howard, a big goal there for the Furies in this one. It stands as the game winner. At the time, it made it 2-1 for the Furies. Well, the 3 stars will get their picture at center ice, and we want to thank you again for tuning in to today's action. As always, you can connect with us on social. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Toronto Furies, on Twitter at CWHL Toronto, and of course use the hashtag Toronto Furies and hashtag She Is My Hero. A big thank you to our Furies sponsors, the Women of Winter, Big Rock Brewery, McMahon Morrison Watts Labor and Employment Lawyers, GTHLA, NSSL, SportsCanada.TV, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Well, I don't think we're going to get a post-game here. It looks like the players are heading back to the locker room, so we'll wrap things up here from the MasterCard Center. Once again, the final score in this one, the Furies 5, the Blades 1. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, for our great staff behind the scenes. Thank you so much. My name's Nico Cardarelli. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the Celebrate Japan game. And if you can, come on out to the MasterCard Center and cheer on the Furies. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.